I've been operating a Christian nonprofit organization for about 2 years now. But 6 months ago, we got all our ducks in a row, got our papers, LLC, registered by the state and all of that. So we do have volunteers. So we don't have paid workers at the moment. And we've been invited overseas to do some work. But I've found out, in the process of us getting stuff together and, getting our sponsors on board to buy our tickets and take care of our accommodation, that a few of my volunteers, they're out of status. So they can't leave Pennsylvania. They can't leave the United States. Right. So I just wanted to know if there's anything that we could do for them. Like, can we do anything for them?
You said you're a Christian nonprofit organization. Tell me a little bit more about what this organization is.
So, we partner with churches, a lot of churches. Well, we have a few churches that we've partnered with. Through the churches, we're able to help anyone that needs assistance with housing.
You're doing secular work on behalf of the church. You're not doing religious outreach.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I'm not sure what you would be able to do to help them. Obviously, there's job sponsorships and what qualifications they have to work, in your organization, how much your organization can afford to pay them salaries, because they're all working at this moment, which is really nice, by the way, to be undocumented in a country that is not, obviously the country of your birth. You don't have legal status, and to still go and volunteer to help other people. It's really lovely people. Those are people that the United States should want to help, which is why obviously you're calling. But they would have to be sponsored in a paid position in your organization. And then the questions become, can your organization afford to pay them a salary? What qualifications do they have to work in your organization? Are they taking a job away from an American worker? If you were to offer this same position to an American worker, is this something an American worker is qualified to do? Are there qualified workers out there to do this? And lastly, in a job sponsorship, which is really the number one question you got to ask, is when all is said and done, they're out of status. They can't adjust their status in the United States through a job sponsorship unless they're 245I eligible, which means that somebody filed for them before 2001, or somebody filed for their parents before 2001, and they were derivative on that application. That's something that a lawyer has to figure out. And if they're not eligible to adjust their status, then they only have one other way to be able to get a green card, which would be to do a provisional waiver, go home and come back. In order to get the provisional waiver to go home and come back safely with your green card, you would need either a legal parent or a legal spouse. So, there's a lot of questions I wouldn't be able to answer for each specific person at this point. Is it possible? Yes. But I think somebody somewhere somehow is going to need to have a consultation with me.
All right. No problem. All righty. But thank you so much.
I went fast through a lot of stuff, so I don't know if I was helpful or not, but the answer is maybe.
Yeah, you were. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Thank you for calling.